In the U.S., athletes suffer from roughly 300,000 concussions a year. Concussions can have immediate as well as long-term effects on one's mental health and physical state of health. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 3 different effects it can have on your physical health as well as mental. First effect it can have on you mentally or physically is loss of consciousness. Immediately, you can lose consciousness when receiving a concussion, and about 19% of concussions have experienced loss of consciousness from N.J. Brown. Long-term effects, it doesn't happen too often, you don't lose consciousness, and a concussion can last anywhere from 7 days to about a month. Loss of balance and other sensory skills is another physical effect it can have on you. Immediately you can lose balance, and this is because of sensory nerve damage sustained with mild to severe brain damage. There are lots of signs, but this is one of the biggest signs to concussion. The second effect is, long-term effects is usually regain your sense of balance after concussion, but some people will lose sense of balance out of nowhere, and this can be a sign of post-traumatic brain injury. Lastly, you're more likely to sustain a concussion. An immediate effect is you can get a concussion easier if you've already sustained one. And in long term, you're highly susceptible to getting one. In fact, around 39% of people diagnosed with concussions had previously had one from N.J. Brown again. On to mental effects. First mental effect is memory loss or amnesia. An immediate sign of a mental effect is memory loss. If the trainer sees or someone else sees you and thinks that you have a concussion, they're likely to ask you questions such as, what's your name, where you are, what's the score of the game, whatever. Although an immediate sign, it's also a long-term effect on your memory. You may not remember getting one in the first place, or you may lose more and more memories from before your concussion. Second effect is it can give you headaches, obviously. Although more consider it a physical effect, I consider it more of a mental because it's damage to your nervous system. Because when you have a head-on collision, your brain bounces back and forth in your skull, causing a headache. Over time, you can encounter recurring headaches, and some may be so bad that a prescription drug may be required to help with the recurring headaches. Lastly, a mental illness such as depression can be a mental effect. Depression can affect someone immediately. One reason may be because depending on how many concussions, if you have like so many, you may not be able to continue on with the sport. Another reason is you're in a foggy or like blue mood, and it develops more of a depressed mood that you're in, leading to depression. And a long-term depression can develop as well. It can develop during the concussed state and grow from there. Zachary Kerr stated, the prevalence of moderate to severe depression among former collegiate athletes reporting 3 or more concussions in total was about 2.4 times that of a former collegiate athlete reporting 0 concussions.